Canadian dairy farmers fume new U.S. trade deal too generous, could cost about $240 million annually. Canadian dairy farmers are fuming over the renegotiated trade deal with the U.S. due to concessions Ottawa made that could lead to hundreds of millions in lost revenue for producers. The new trade deal, to be called the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, grants the U.S. an expanded 3.6% access to Canada's dairy market and gets rid of a controversial domestic milk pricing class Ottawa had previously defended. President Donald Trump has been critical of Canada's protectionist dairy policies, blasting them as not fair to our farmers and harmful to milk producers in Wisconsin and other border states. The announced concessions on dairy in the new USMCA deal demonstrates once again that the Canadian government is willing to sacrifice our domestic dairy production when it comes time to make a deal, said Pierre Lamprin, president of Dairy Farmers of Canada, a trade group representing producers. The government has said repeatedly that it values a strong and vibrant dairy sector. They have once again put that in jeopardy by giving away more concessions. The new trade deal to modernize the North American Free Trade Agreement follows 14 months of talks between Washington and Ottawa officials. The U.S. and Mexico reached a trade deal in late August. Trump had threatened to leave Canada out of a new trade deal and impose car tariffs if Ottawa didn't reach a deal by a deadline of midnight Sunday. Lamprin, an organic dairy farmer in Morrissey, Quebec, added that the agreement was a sign that Canada's dairy farmers are nothing more than a bargaining chip to satisfy President Trump. The Canadian Dairy Trade Group said the new trade deal weakens the dairy sector which, among other things, employs more than 220,000 Canadians and contributes some $20 billion a year to Canada's gross domestic product. The livelihood of these thousands of Canadians and the future generations of dairy producers is seriously at risk.